Hi everybody. I almost said hi eBay. It's fucking 3 a.m. January 20th, 2021. I don't know where I'm at for videos. I've been too damn busy with everything. So I'm sure my last videos were recorded in the summer. If there's anything that I intended to post an update on, I never did, and you're wondering, just comment and ask me. Eventually I will reply. But for now, we're just going to continue. So, two just doozies here. One of them was a buyer in the UK. I'm going to try to keep this story short. If you want specific details, ask that as well in the comments. So, basically, this buyer got something, purchased an item, authenticated by our company, that for like where we go and get things signed ourselves. COA was included, showing all the details are there, of all the signings. He asked how he would get more authentication. I explained to him, Beckett and JSA will automatically fail it because someone else's sticker's on it. You need to send a PSA. You print the form from their site, send it with the item in your payment, but they have to have the item to do this. Okay. He gets the item. 20 minutes after he receives it, I get a message, and he's bitching he had to pay duty fees. He's bitching that he has to pay for a certificate that I never provided one, as I said, which I sure as fuck did. He definitely got it. Like, when I checked later, I was nice to him the first couple messages, and then when I got up and checked and was 100% sure he got the certificate, he kissed my fucking ass. I don't care how much he whined that I was being rude. Go fuck yourself. So, yeah, there's a bunch of back and forth. He's threatening feedback extortion. He keeps saying he opens a return request after my first message where I said, I'll look into this, but I'm sure it was in there. Threatens feedback extortion. I said, I could have worked with you on this. I could have came up with a solution. I could have reissued the certificate. Okay, do that, and if I'm satisfied, I'll close the case. You would know when the solution was presented to you. You would know if you were satisfied. That's not how that works, and you've opened a case already, so you're returning it. I repeatedly told him, you've opened a case, you're returning it. I'm not closing my case. eBay said don't close it. I never said to close it. Like, he's putting words in my mouth. More than once he said he was keeping the item, that eBay told him he could have it. If you, the case he opened, by the way, he said missing parts. He also asked, well, what does the certificate look like? What would it look like if you sent one? You claimed you've checked the entire package and it's not there, but you don't even know what you're looking for? I'm like, it was showing on the listing. It's right there. And I also said, there's absolutely, I said, think about this logically. Why would I keep that? Why would I ask to have a fucking case open against me for something so fucking stupid? It's showing, it's described, it has to be sent. I'm not risking my fucking eBay account to keep something I don't need. It does me no good. I could print as many as I need for any items I have. And that's the only one I have of that item too. So, like, just think about this logically, dumbass. He really didn't have a comment for that one either. But that's just when he starts getting, oh, you're rude. Meh. I didn't call him a dumbass. After that one I did. Like, fuck that guy. Anyways, yeah, so he refuses to ship. He did at one point say he would. His very last message said, I'll ship it then, because I called him out on keeping it. I said, I'm glad to hear you are refusing to do anything. You're refusing all solutions, and that you claim that you've already stated that you want to keep the item. Nope, I'll ship it. There's some back and forth with eBay. I was on eBay chat while I was talking to him. That was a gong show. First they said, basically, don't do nothing. Wait for him to do something until 19th. Contact us the next day And I said, and at that point, I'm not going to get told something stupid like I should have sent him money before he did anything, right? Oh, well, yeah. Then why don't you tell me this? Why do you just say do nothing when you should have said send him money? And at that point, when you selected or accepted the return, and this was only a week and a half ago, you would just select, I cannot provide a return label because the buyer's in a different country. Now, when you select that, it actually says, because I just had another fucking case open tonight, it actually says on the thing, send them money before they do anything. You can go back through my videos. I have a video where we three-way to call with eBay and PayPal bitched eBay out because that's a bullshit thing that they're trying to make sellers do, because there's no control over those funds. You're just giving away money to people who are already sketchy, who are already scamming you. Of course, nobody's going to send anything back. And at least I deal with mostly high-value items. So, I mean, if I got to send somebody $10 for, like, on a $150 item, you know, that's not quite as bad. But when you are lower value item sellers, if you're selling sweaters for 10 or $20 and you have to return somebody for return shipping costs that costs that same amount, of course you're not going to return anything. So if you do have to do that, don't do what eBay says. You do not send it as a payment to friends and family. You send it as goods and services. And if nothing comes back, you open a claim yourself through PayPal to get that money back. Honestly, I really need to think about this. I got to start getting in the minds of these fucking people too. Because I was curious. Somebody help me think about this. We need to start outsmarting scammers. If you send like, say I have a $150 sale and I sent them $150, they would never send anything back. I could just reopen that whole case, couldn't I? That would work. I really need to think about this. I'm so sick of scammers, like beyond fucking sick of scammers. Yeah, okay. So where am I at in the story? That's what they tell you to do. I'm asking the buyer for his email address. He repeatedly refuses. I asked him like 3 times. He won't give it, but then says he'll ship it himself. A couple days later, he goes crying to eBay, wants the case closed. He wants his money back. eBay flips the case back on us, telling us to do something. Contact eBay. Ask him again for his email. How many times do I need to ask? Like, we're wasting time. I talked to a supervisor that day too. He says, we're making notes on the case. You don't need to worry. Making notes does no good when everything's automated. Nobody actually looks at these cases when they close. And it's going to close. When he contacted eBay, that time to like escalate it to try to get it closed, that was like 2 a.m. So it would have closed on 2 a.m. Saturday morning when I got to be up early for work. Like, I don't want to be getting woken up by that or awake all night, unable to sleep, wondering what the fuck is going to happen. So every day eBay's contacted. Nope, we can't do anything. We're making notes. Don't worry. Just ignore it. On the Friday night, we requested a call back to actually talk to somebody, not just chat. This rep gets it. He looks, yep, your buyer's refused everything. You've tried everything you can. He's refusing all solutions. He did say he would ship it, and he has done nothing. He didn't just flip the case back onto the buyer. He closed it in our favor. So yay! No. So yeah, 2 a.m. comes, nothing. But I get up for work at like 6:30. And then an email comes in, like I just woke up and then there's the email. Case is reversed. Buyer refunded. So I'm pissed off. I gotta get up. I gotta get ready. I gotta get to work. And I also have to bitch out eBay. So I get on chat. What the hell? This is already closed in our favor because the buyer refused everything. That rep basically says, not just basically, he flat out says, well, I can see this case was closed on the 11th. Had you contacted us, we could have worked something out with you. We could have helped you. I contacted you every day, eBay, so don't say if I had contacted you. Every fucking day I contacted you. And this didn't close on the 11th. That's when he called you crying the first time. It was closed on the 15th. And so this is Saturday is now the 16th. I think I'm getting my days right. I know for sure it's a Saturday. Anyways. So the buyer or eBay puts me on hold, looks into things, comes back. Oh yeah, we did screw up. So we're going to give you a courtesy refund. Refund's probably not the right word, but they're eBay themselves are giving us our money back. But the buyer gets to keep their money and keep the item. So that's still a piss off. They just bought some Pokemon cards from another seller. And I messaged that seller and I said, hey, I see you just left them feedback. Have you had a problem with them too? He just shipped that day, which is not yesterday, but the day before, Sunday. So he asked what happened. I told him. He said he's been having lots of issues with buyers lately because Pokemon cards, those are something people are interested in, trading cards, things like that. People have been looking for hobbies during the pandemic, but nobody can afford anything. So everybody wants something for free. So yeah, I believe he's having a lot of issues. Hopefully he doesn't have a problem with this buyer, but I already told him if you do, you can flat out tell eBay that he has a history and it's supposed to be recorded on his record. But yeah, I told him everything that I knew, all the issues I had. So hopefully if he does have a problem, he at least gets protected a little better than I did. The other scam. I don't know, scam. It is sketchy. Hey, sold an item. This was Bonanza. Sold an item on December 10th. Got a message about it. So the buyer's name was Wayne Benneman, something like that. On Christmas Day, I get a message from not from a buyer. Okay, so this item was from the division. It was just authenticated by us. So that division of our company gets an email on Christmas Day, and it's from Jaden B. That's all they gave for a name. Email address is Jaden Theme Park, and the message is just the item number, like the authentication file number. And it's Christmas Day, like for fuck's sakes, why? I do, sales tend to pick up later in the day on Christmas. People are already wanting to spend their Christmas money. But still, like honestly, I'm not in the mood on Christmas for just a dumbass message. What do you want to know? So I replied back and I said, yes, do you have a question about this item? And I looked up what the item was and I was like, I already sold that. Like, why is somebody inquiring when it's already been sold? And it was, yeah, I went back and I tried to find out when I sold it because I'm like, I think that's been gone for a while now. Like, anyways, went through all the accounts. I'm like, oh yeah, there wasn't Bonanza. I looked at the date the wrong way. I thought it sold in October, and it's like, oh yeah, it sold in October. Like, made sure it didn't get relisted to Bonanza because sometimes that happens. They don't import things from eBay, right? But yeah, there was nothing. He never replied back. And this is like the same day, I think, or later that day after dealing with the other guy. Late at night too, about to go to bed. Message comes in on Bonanza. I want to return this because it failed Beckett and Global Authentication. And it's that item. And at first, again, remember, because I'm thinking October this sold in. But I kind of look into things again. And it's a little weird though, because they say global. Like, it's one thing to say it failed Beckett, but then to also say it failed global is weird, because I think I've only ever had one thing from Global Authentics. I don't even know. I'm not familiar with them as a company. I didn't even know if they did authentications. I don't know anything about them. It's very weird. I think you can submit things to them. I don't know. But it's very weird that would be your next choice. Like, if you're putting any faith in Beckett, you would go to one of the other two. So there's some red flags going off. And I kind of look and I was like, oh, wait, this wasn't October 12th. This was December 10th this sold on. So how the fuck did he get this and send it to two places so fast? And I look, and it was just delivered to him on December 19th. So December 19th, between then and like January 6th or 7th, you submitted it to two places? So I'm like, whatever. If you don't want it, fine, return it. I said, you still have the packaging with my information and all that, my address. And he says, no, I don't have your address, because it's never been opened though. And I said, if it hasn't been opened, how did you submit it to two places? And I said, also the timing of this, you couldn't have submitted it to two places and got it back, especially with how mail's moving in the United States, and with two holidays in there, you couldn't have submitted this anywhere for another authentication. He doesn't reply again, and he opens a PayPal claim. I started doing some research because that message is standing out. I'm like, okay, was this a gift? Like, I look, I'm like, yeah, Jaden B. Oh, Wayne Beneman. Okay, same last name. Let's keep going. You know, people say, oh, I have better things to do than to research people. It's very interesting what you start finding when you do. And some of the stuff can be used against people when you have cases opened. And PayPal is a little better with accepting some evidence. So, luckily we didn't get to that point. But still, I'm looking things up. I'm wide awake now. This fucker woke me up. So, yeah, Jaden. Okay, let's start looking at Jaden Beneman. I find some profiles. Yeah, he looks like a kid. Oh, and it looks like here's a kid named Jaden Beneman that likes theme parks. Profile pictures of him and like just things on his Facebook profile that relate to this item that they bought. And yeah, theme parks, like when the profile picture is a roller coaster. So I'm like, yeah, I think that's the kid this had to have been his kid that messaged me. Start Googling the father, Wayne. He has an estate sale business. So he's a reseller himself. But the more I look at his site, the item that they purchased is autograph, is a toy. I'll just say that, it's an autographed toy. It doesn't really look like the type of things he sells. But I'm not going to stop there. I keep looking his kid up. They live in Woodland Hills, I think it's called, California. So I Google Jaden Beneman, Woodland Hills. Nothing. I think that's near Los Angeles. Jaden Beneman, Los Angeles. Oh, there it is. jbcollectibles.com. Open the site. This kid sells autographs himself. And they're all authenticated by Global. Okay, so we have found him. We've narrowed it down. This kid is a reseller himself. And you wouldn't have made, no matter what you did, you would not have made any money off this item. Like, it's maxed out. So, like, it's sold at full price. You're not making anything off of this no matter what you do. So there's your red flag there as well. When you find somebody's a reseller and you know they can't turn a profit on something, they're going to try to get their money back somehow. And this is where it would come in handy, because And I was keeping an eye on the sites, waiting to see if this item came up. It hasn't yet. But like if there's a PayPal case open, you could say, look, this is all the information I found. I tracked the buyer down. This is the site. He's already selling this item. That would help you out. That's some actual evidence against somebody. Not these fucking videos. I film myself packaging something. I film myself opening something because those are proof. That would actually be something. So, yeah. Also, found his Instagram, and he has a YouTube channel himself, like where he unboxes, like action figures like this and toys like this. So, yeah, definitely the guy. So he has to return it. I accept it through PayPal. Yep, I'll refund him if he returns the item. The next morning or afternoon, he's messaging me. I need your phone number. He messages me like 3 or 4 times. I need your phone number. This is your last chance. I need your phone number. I'm at the post office now. He's basically saying it like it's a threat. Like this is your last chance to provide it, or like it is weird, right? And I didn't respond. I didn't respond to this until like 2 hours later. Not everybody is sitting on their email waiting for you to email them, right? So I responded back with my phone number. I said, yeah, here you go. I don't think you need this through USPS shipments. I've never had someone need that before, especially couriers all require it, but I don't think USPS does. But regardless, I know it sometimes is a thing, like whatever, here's my phone number. If I need a number, I just put my own damn phone number on a shipment. Like, what difference does it make? Like, if they're going to call, it's going to be because there's an issue with trying to deliver it, at which point I'll just talk to them and say, I'll try to get a hold of this buyer and message them. It doesn't really matter. You don't really need that. Oh, I got a message back from someone. Okay. So anyways, yeah, he never does ship anything. I think he was going to try to go to PayPal and say that I didn't provide my address. And I talked to PayPal and they said, no, he doesn't need that. We've given him all your information. This is on him. He has to return this. That case did not, and this was the other one that was supposed to time out like at 3 a.m. on Saturday. It was all the same damn day, same damn time. It didn't close that day though. It didn't close until the next day. So I think he did contact PayPal in there somewhere. But yeah, they did close the case. He screwed himself. He never returned it. I do expect that he will open a dispute with his credit card. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be protected on that because there's tracking on it. I have seller protection. So ideally that is what you want somebody to do if they're going to scam you. Yeah, anyways, the other one that's happening right now, I'll read that message later and I'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyways, that's all for this video. Sorry it's long. I try to keep it short. Thank you for watching. Good night.